So we have multiple breaking news coming out. Please share this video. Today is February 3rd, 2025, and welcome to the Real GS News channel. Guys, before I start, give this video a big thumbs up, and once again, thank you so much for your support. So we're going to start with this one here. The FBI agents are reportedly in panic mode and are planning a protest tomorrow. This is going to happen in Washington, D.C. According to reports, you have FBI agents in D.C. are reportedly in a state of panic as a protest organized by current and former employees is being planned for Monday at both the Washington field office and headquarters. Now, once again, the protest is a direct response to acting director Bryan's refusal to comply with an order demanding that the disclosure of the names of these agency employees involved in the J6 cases. We're going to see what's going on there, guys. We have more breaking news. Chuck Schumer, he's sounding the alarm on this one here. So once again, the left is in panic mode. Chuck is worried that the IRS will be shut down next. Wow. We have more breaking news here. You have the left are protesting the Donald's shutdown of USAID, an organization that provides humanitarian aid around the world. All right, once again, this is happening in D.C. Currently, a large number of left and protesters have gathered outside the U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID, offices in D.C. in response to Donald's move to abolish the agency. Now, the decision has sparked widespread outrage, with critics arguing that dismantling USAID will undermine global humanitarian efforts, weaken U.S. foreign aid programs, and diminish the sleeping giant influence abroad. Let me just play this video here really quick, guys. Once again, please share it. Hopefully I don't get hit with a copyright, but yeah, let me just play this one here. All right, so USAID must be saved, someone said. Okay, so I do have the full article here. We're going to get to this story. And give me a second here, guys. Yeah, we're going to get to all this here. If you can, please share the video. And make sure you check out the videos I posted today. The links will be in the comments box. So, Donald administration and billionaire Elon moved to shutter an agency that provides crucial aid to fund education and fight starvation overseas, sparking a showdown with the congressional left, who blasted the effort as illegal and vowed a court fight. It says here, in one of the most dramatic efforts to push back on Donald's bid to slash and reshape the federal gov, some of the left sought Monday to enter the agency headquarters. They were blocked by officers from even broaching the lobby. And Secretary of State Rubio said he was the acting administrator of the agency despite being an independent body for 6 decades. While Donald has spent the first 3 weeks of his new presidency making broad changes to the federal gov, it says here the fast-moving developments at USAID have emerged as a particularly controversial flashpoint with the left, who argue it symbolizes the massive power Elon is wielding over DC. It says here, Donald told reporters Monday that shutting down the USAID should have been done a long time ago. Asked whether he needs Congress to approve such a measure, the president said he did not think so. Congressional left cheered by a few hundred supporters. Vowed to act outside USAID headquarters, where federal officers in yellow tape blocked both employees and lawmaker from entering hours after Elon declared, "Now we are shutting it down. This is a constitutional crisis we are in today." You have the left Senator Chris Murphy said. Adding Maryland left Jamie said we don't have a fourth branch of Gov called Elon, and that's going to become a real clear. That's going to become real clear. So showing the extraordinary power of Musk and his budget slashing Department of Gov efficiency, thousands of USAID employees have been laid off and programs shut down around the world in 2 weeks since Donald became the leader and imposed a sweeping freeze on foreign assistance. It says here the U.S. is the world's largest provider of humanitarian aid, and the moves have upended decades of U.S. policy that put humanitarian development and security assistance in the center of efforts to build alliances and counter adversaries such as China and the bear, Russia. It says here Donald and Elon and Republicans in the House have made the U.S. Foreign Assistance Program a special target, accusing it of waste and advancing the liberal social program. Wow. So U.S. spends less than 1% of its budget on foreign assistance, a smaller share overall than some other countries. Donald accused Joe of fraud without giving any evidence and only promising a report later on. Now it says here they went totally lazy. Totally apologize, guys. They went totally crazy. What they were doing and the money they were giving to people that shouldn't be getting it, and to agency and others that shouldn't be getting it. It was a shame. So a tremendous fraud, Donald told reporters in the Oval Office. Basically, what they're doing here is they basically not allowing the gov to have the control. That's what it is if you kind of think about it. All right, so a lot of this money is being given to everyone, and they putting a stop to it. Number two, they don't want these agency controlling it, which is certain agency, FEMA. You guys already know that agency. And then you got others agency. They want to put their hand in a cookie jar and take whatever that belongs to us, the sleeping giant. It's taxpayer money. So, and that's why many of those powerful ones, they're very, very, very upset. In other words, it seems like they're losing money. The left pushed back. Lawmakers sought to enter USAID offices in D.C., saying they wanted to speak to any staffer remaining about the dismantling of agency. Department of Homeland officer and men identified themselves as USAID employees blocked them. Elon, not here, one told lawmaker. So you have Senator Chris, Maryland, called it an illegal power grab and said it was a corrupt abuse of power that is going on. It's not only a gift to our adversaries, but trying to shut down the Agency for International Development by executing order is plain illegal, he said. The left said court challenges already were in the works and pledged to try to block approval of Donald State Department nomination until the shutdown is reversed. The left are in the minority in the House and Senate after last November, leaving them with reduced leverage. Musk announced that the closing of the agency early Monday as Rubio was out of the country on a trip to Central America. He was in Panama. So Rubio told reporters in San Salvador that he was now the acting administrator of USAID, but had delegated his authority to someone else. In a letter to lawmakers obtained by the Associated Press, Rubio designated Peter, a political opponent whose short stint at USAID in the first Donald administration generated unusual staff protests for pushing problems. Give me a second here, guys. I truly apologize. Pushing program cuts and investigation that ambassador and other senior officials complained slowed work to a crawl. These advertisements, I truly apologize, guys. I'm trying to block these advertisements. In his remark, Rubio stressed that some and perhaps many USAID programs would continue in a new configuration, but that the switch was necessary because the agency had become unaccountable to the executive branch and Congress. USAID's work worldwide. Once again, you have the right, have long sought to roll back USAID's status as an independent agency, while the left traditionally back its status as an independent agency. Once again, you have President John F. Kennedy created the USAID in 1961, in the height of the U.S. Cold War struggle with the SU, seeking a more efficient way to counter the Soviet influence abroad through foreign assistance and viewing the State Department as frustratingly, I'm going to skip that name at that time. So here's the thing, that should have been abolished already because that was during, the Cuba crisis. That was a whole different ball game back there. I don't know why we still have this thing going on. So Donald freeze on foreign assistance and targeted of the USAID, which oversees humanitarian development and security programs in some 120 countries, has forced U.S. and international companies to shut down tens of thousands of programs globally, leading to furloughs, layoffs, and financial crisis. That includes an HV/ program started by the right Bush, credited with saving more than 20 million lives in Africa and elsewhere. Aid contractors spoke of millions of dollars in medication and other goods now stuck in port that they were forbidden to deliver. It says here other programs that were shut down provided education to, in Afghan under Taliban rule and monitor an Ebola outbreak spreading in Uganda. A USAID-supported crisis monitoring program, which was credited for helping prevent repeats of 1980s famine in Uganda, has taken up to 1.2 million, has gone offline. Other organizations have filed for bankruptcy or are facing it after being told USAID will not be paying its invoices for projects that have already been approved and implemented around the world. Sam Bryan, Democrat from Hawaii, said USAID is not just about saving other countries from famines and pestilence. There is a reason that the USAID is an arm of sleeping giant foreign policy, and it is because we understand that a stable world means a stable America. If you kind of think about it, guys, this is about famine and pestilence. The sleeping giant is the one that's providing the world with assistance. And because during those times there was some struggles, there was war, there was famine, there was pestilence, there was many things. And we are seeing that this is all famine, pestilence. and nations going on, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom wars. Latest hit to USAID. Once again, staffers said more than 600 additional employees had reported being locked out of the agency computer system overnight. Those still in the system received emails saying that at the direction of agency leadership, the headquarters building will be closed to agency personnel on Monday, February 3rd. The agency website vanished Saturday without explanation. Musk is leading an extraordinary civilian review of the federal G with Donald agreement. The day began with Musk announcing on a live session of X Spaces that he had spoken with Donald length about the agency and he agreed we should shut it down. It became apparent that it's not an apple with a worm in it, Musk said in a live session on X Spaces early Monday. What we have is just a ball of worms. You got to basically get rid of the whole thing. It's beyond repair. It says here, since Donald took office, opponents brought in from his first term, like Morocco, placed more than 50 senior officials on leave for investigation without public explanation, gutting the agency leadership. When the agency personnel chief announced that the allegation against them were groundless, and tried to reinstate them, he was placed on leave as well. Over the weekend, Donald placed a 2 security chief at USAID on leave after they refused to turn over classified material in restricted areas to Musk Gov inspection teams, a current and a former U.S. official said. Musk, Doge, earlier carried out a similar operation at the Treasury Department, gaining access to sensitive information, including the Social Security and Medicare customer payment system. The Washington Post reported that a senior Treasury official had resigned over Musk team assessing sensitive information. And that's where we are right now, guys. And that's why things are going down right now. Democrats are protesting that Donald's shutdown of USAID, an organization that provides humanitarian aid around the world. And they are not pleased. At the same time, Chuck is worried the IRS will be shut down next. Look out. And this one here is the big one too. You have agencies are reportedly in panic mode and are planning a protest tomorrow. Alright, so I'm going to leave it right here, guys. But big things are happening in D.C. and we are seeing a lot of changes. Now, guys, this is not going to affect those who receive Social Security. This is not going to affect those who are in Section 8 or, SNAP or EBT or, again, this is just federal gov stuff. Alright, and again, USAID. So leave comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Make sure you check out the videos I posted today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, for those of you that want to give a life to Christ, you can email me. My email is in the description box. Me and my wife are here to help many and to lead many to the righteous path. And that's the path of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Once again, guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream every Monday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.